So today we will study about bacterial plasma membrane. Bacterial plasma membrane. Right. Basically, this bacterial plasma membrane lies below the cell wall. It lies below the cell wall. Right. Basically, it lacks cholesterol, like it doesn't have that bilipid membrane like eukaryotic organism. Like we organism have a bilipid membrane, these bacteria doesn't have that bilipid membrane. They have some infoldings. These have some infoldings, and you can say some invasions in the cell membrane, which is known as basically mesosomes. Right, mesosomes are basically some infoldings in the bacterial plasma membrane. Basically, these mesosomes help in respiration. Like this is the site of respiration, of photosynthesis, and of DNA replication. Right. There is another enfolding which is known as chromatophore. There is another enfolding known as chromatophores. Basically, these are the colored invasions, or you can say the colored vesicles, which basically contain photosynthetic pigment. Which contain photosynthetic pigment in some bacteria. Like these chromatophores are the colored vesicles which contain photosynthetic pigment in some bacteria. It is not present in every bacteria, but in some bacteria. Right. If we talk about the function of this plasma membrane, that it allow the transport across the membrane, right. It also contains some you can say some non-living components as well, which for example we have glycogen, we have some lipid droplets. Basically these are non-living components, right? Basically, and this cell membrane basically helps in respiration, right, in photosynthesis, in DNA replication, right? So let us make the structure of this plasma membrane. Consider that this is a bacteria. This is basically the cell wall, and here this is basically the cell membrane. This is the cell membrane, and this enfolding is basically known as mesosome. And this enfolding, which contains some photosynthetic pigments, it contains some photosynthetic pigment, is basically known as chromatophore. It contains chromatophore. So I hope this bacterial plasma membrane is clear to you. If you guys have any kind of queries, you can ask me in the comment section. I'll be very glad to answer you guys.